Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. We're making breakfast, a simple breakfast. We're making hash, like a quick potato hash or whatnot. So in here I have potatoes that I am boiling. No salt, no nothing on it. Just want to show you more or less the size. So they're cubed. These are already ready. So I wanted to cook these first so we will not be here for a long time. This is just one potato diced, and that's it. We are gonna take in a saute pan. We're going to saute some, what is this? What are we sauteing? We're gonna saute some white onion, some red pepper. I'm gonna use Spam because it's what I have. But I will normally use like a corned beef, but I'm using Spam and a few other items, and I'll show you as I go. So to start off, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of butter, unsalted butter, and I'm gonna add just a little touch of olive oil. I use the extra light tasting olive oil. So what I'm using, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow this to melt and heat up, because I'm going to start by sauteing my onions into this mixture. How much onions is going to depend on the amount of breakfast you're making. I'm not making a great deal of breakfast, so use it up. And they're really finely diced. Again, I will show you. Really finely diced, so they're small. Okay, so that's all we have in here, and we're going to allow all these flavors to kind of get to know each other right this second. Why? Because we really need this mixture here of the onions to start getting together. I'm also going to add, and yes, I know it's breakfast, but I still believe garlic should be used at all times. I'm going to use a little bit of fresh garlic. Except this time I'm not adding too much, but I'm gonna add about that much, which is not a lot. We're going to, in this case, you have an option to make a sunny side up egg, a poached egg, or scrambled eggs. It depends what you want to do. I am still contemplating whether or not I want sunny side up or over medium, which is the way I like it, or which way I want. I'm gonna add my Spam now. Why? Because I want my Spam to cook. I also want to show you that my Spam is really cut small. So what I need you guys to do is make sure that you keep washing your hands in between, because you don't want to, oh, there's nothing even cross-contaminate, but still. Now in this little pot, and I'm sorry I am probably talking a lot or trying to get a lot in a small amount of time, but I don't want to keep stopping my camera. We're gonna add some dehydrated sofrito. So I'm gonna add just that, barely in there, a little bit. It's just to flavor it. And what we're trying to do here is get that Spam with a little bit of crunch, if you want to call it crunch. And we're gonna allow that to go ahead and continue to do its thing. Now the reason I haven't added my peppers yet is because my peppers are roasted, so I don't want them to be more mushy than they already are. So we're gonna allow this to cook. I'm gonna cut some cilantro, and I'll come back and show you the next step. Because I do want the potatoes to get some flavors, I'm going to add my potatoes that I trained. and I might add another pat of butter. Just a little bit more butter instead of using more oil, because at least the butter is going to flavor as we go along. Now, I am going to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper, just to start with the flavoring. So that's the black pepper, just a little bit, and it's up to you whether or not you want more black pepper. I use kosher salt. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my red and yellow roasted red peppers, and we're going to allow them to start cooking in there for just a little bit. We're going to get them moving, coating. So what do you all think? Roasted, not roasted, sunny side up or poached? I might just go with like a sunny side up, or like an eggs over medium. So in this case, I want this to get some crunch. Before anything, I'm going to go ahead and add my cilantro, only to give it a little greenery in there. And with the cilantro, I'm going to spread this out to be one little layer. Why? Because I want the bottom of it to get a little crispy. Then I'll flip it, so that way you have textures in your situation. I'm going to go ahead and grab a small pan, and we will be starting with our eggs. I'm not going to have any toast, because I'm already eating a starch, and I do not want to do added starch. We're going to go ahead and start turning it, and it's going to automatically, you can tell, it's going to start crunchifying. So we're going to do this a few times. I'm going to go ahead and spread it again. I'm actually going to taste. Definitely needs more salt, but I'm not going to just add salt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of oregano. Just a little bit. Don't do too much. It's breakfast, not dinner time. So I am going to add a little bit of that. I am going to add a little bit more kosher salt. And allow that to start cooking. And next we're going to do our eggs, because this is already cooked. We're just getting it crunchy. We're going to allow our pan to get a little hot while I try to get a little bit of these dishes done. It's not much, but might as well put it away as of now. That way we don't have to think about it in a little while. And after that, we're just going to get, it's just me eating. So because it's just me eating, I'm not going to make a lot of eggs. All I'm making is one single egg for myself. So in the back, you can see that this little situation is going on here. Now we got to make sure you give it a flip. You don't want to burn anything. I don't want to get burned. Let's go ahead and go with a little bit of butter again for our egg. It flavors it. I got a little bit of the hash in there, but that's okay. It's all going to the same spot. Now, when I cook my eggs, hopefully this egg doesn't fail me now. But when I make my eggs, I like to start in a hot pan. I'm gonna actually lower the heat because I don't want to burn anything. Now I like to crack my eggs in a different place just to make sure you're getting a good egg. and allow that to cook. I'm gonna go ahead really quickly here. Hit it with a little bit of black pepper. I will hit it with the salt a little later. I'm gonna lower the flame because I want this to cook, but not be OD, you know? You want the whites to be cooked. I personally like my eggs over medium and not necessarily to be sunny side up, because sunny side up is a little bit too raw for me. So, you know what I mean. So anyway, so we're gonna start cooking our eggs. I'm gonna grab a plate so we can plate. Oh, and before anything, I'm going to make a little sauce for my dish. So what I'm going to do really quickly is, as this cooking, I'm gonna grab my small, I'm shutting the hash off. I'm gonna grab my small little blender. You can use also a hand blender, but I'm just gonna use my little blender, and we're gonna do this really quick. Quickly, let me show you the egg. You see how it's nice and cooked, but the yolk is still a little runny. You see that? The egg white, it's cooked, but I am going to give it a quick flip just to cook the very tops of the egg white. 2 seconds. And I'm shutting the pan off because I do not want my yolk to be completely set. So that's it. My egg is the way I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you guys over so we can do a quick. It's like a mayonnaise, like an aioli, really quick. Quickly in my little blender, I got I have 1 egg yolk. I'm going to add lime, which is the only citrus I have. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the juice of 1 lime. It might be a little bit too limey for my own taste, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and we're gonna add to it a little bit of yellow mustard. Just a little bit of yellow mustard, not a lot, just a little bit. And we're going to crank it. We're gonna allow it to start beating. The only bad thing is that I have to hold it. So we're gonna start beating it. I'm gonna stop it for a second, only because I need to cut this avocado, because I am going to add avocado to it. I feel like when I make the aioli like this with the avocado, it gives it this amazing flavor, especially for breakfast items. So I'm adding approximately a little less than half of an avocado, because this is what I have. But in the meantime, I want to show you that I'm going to grab my oil and start blending my oil directly there so it can start coming in slowly. Stopping it for 2 seconds. The oil is still coming down, and I'm going to add my avocado. So my avocado pieces, by adding them, this is automatically going to flavor. Continue to beat it. You want it to get thick. Make sure that everything, see how nice and thick it's getting? Still need more oil. Trying to get that oil in. to grab a small spoon so I can go ahead and check it out and taste. Look how nice and thick it is. We're just simply going to taste it. Pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and add pepper, salt, dry sofrito, just a little bit. But we're not done. We're gonna grab a little bit of cilantro and just a very little bit. And I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, just a little small amount, probably maybe a little tiny bit more, about that much. And we're gonna go ahead and let it beat for just a minute or so. And this will be our sauce. Trying to get all that cilantro in. And this is our sauce. Next, I'm going to plate. And this is breakfast. So literally my egg is hopefully still soft because I left it in the pan. But yeah, it's pretty much soft. You can see how it's gonna create its own sauce. So it's more over medium than over easy. Like I said, I prefer it that way. And this is a quick breakfast hash. Something, as long as you have all your ingredients pre-set, easy to eat. Anyways, thanks for spending time with me here in my kitchen. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, that way when I put up a video, you guys get it first. And I will see you guys on the next video. God bless you. Bye.